Divine feminine and divine masculine energy. I have been having this discussion quite a lot with people, as a matter of fact. And I think one of the major issues that I'm running into is people have a concept that how can you define a definition between these two things if they're two sides of the same coin? And so I thought I'd talk about that a little bit. I am a masculine leaning woman in my natal chart. I have about 60-40 in my energy. So I'm about 60% masculine, 40% feminine. However, as I live my life, I'm about to be turning 40 in March. So most of my life, I have had the concept that being ultra feminine means that I'm being weak and that my strengths is in the masculine side. However, when I operate in my masculine energy more often, I find myself burning out. So this is how I know this doesn't mean that I'm operating in my highest strength. This means that I'm operating in a state of weakness where it's unbalanced. Now, I don't mind when people want to protect the energy that they've worked so hard to create to protect themselves. This is what people have devised to do in this big ugly world, is to toughen up and put on energy that they think will protect them the most. For some people, that's being ultra feminine. That's how they feel the safest in this world. Some people feel safe being ultra masculine. But for me, this is why I'm talking about this masculine feminine thing, because I burn out. I don't feel strong in my masculine. I don't feel strong unless I'm more balanced. So I do things. I have a practice. I've educated myself through the Tao Te Ching and through Hermeticism, studying words from Hermes Trismegistus, and the Kabbalion. So it's really about it's about talking to yourself. It's about constant maintenance of your energy and constant intention for balance. I love working out. I love lifting heavy. I love making myself uh, forceful and strong in this world. But I also really enjoy cultivating the energy of sensuality in everything I do and trying to become something magnetic, right? So both of these things have importance in life, massive importance in life. One cannot be discounted over the other. However, because of my because of my experience growing up, my mother raised me to be a boy from the age of 8 moving onward. Like, my father left the household when I was about that age, and so she decided, among me and my sister and her, my mother, myself, and my sister were all in the same house, so there was only feminine energy. She selected me out of all of that feminine energy to start cultivating my life into masculine energy. She gave me the man jobs and told me how to act, told me when I was being too sensitive, told me to man up, like literally would make fun of me when I was having emotions. So it was something I learned how to do to protect myself, but I always deeply resented being forced to become more masculine. And I think in this post-feminist society, post-60s era, there's women coming up now understanding that we are privileged in this era to have the joys, the freedoms that we have. However, we get burned out and we want to rest inside of our energy sometimes too, and we want to give ourselves the permission to be tender and compassionate and soft, but we feel guilty when we go into rest mode. And I empathize with that quite a bit because I've been there my whole entire life. So my whole thing is leaning more towards the divine feminine energy, exalting that side of myself and giving her permission to be in her strengths too. I am recovering my childhood on a lot of basis. And so I talk about the divine feminine quite a bit, embodying the divine feminine quite a bit. And I love this topic so bad because it's so polarizing. However, I do understand that general balance is extremely important. We need both sides of ourselves to function. We cannot cut ourselves in half. So I've created a guide. I'm going to put it in the comments. I'm going to put it in the description. And it's just 6 steps on checking in with your body, using the Tao, using Hermeticism, and trying to train your brain into embodiment and some simple practices that you can take in to go ahead and strengthen yourself either way you're trying to lean. Today I'm talking about both. I'll return to divine feminine embodiment anytime now. Hello, I see you. I see a hello. Is that Levi? Hello, Levi. So I wanna share that with you guys. I have this hello MX Bikes player. It's nice to have you guys in chat. Do either of you have experiences with what I'm talking about where you were forced into a type of energy and you're trying to come into a certain balance with your masculine and feminine energy at all? Go ahead and put that in chat if you do. If you don't want to share, that's fine. I'm just curious. I thought I would spit all these things out. Okay, so which side of that have you leaned towards in your life? Are you trying to recover your feminine side or trying to recover your masculine side for balance? So both of you. See, I think this is pretty common and we really need to talk about this. And it's not about gender. They staying along, okay. I'm not sure what that comment means. Er, Everton, Mr. Santos, or person Santos. I'll just say your last name because I'm not sure how to pronounce your first name. But listen, it's a daily practice. It's a everyday thing. This is a momentum that you have to create either way you're leaning, whether it's masculine or feminine. So there's things we can do to check in with ourselves to make sure we're being in our authentic energy. So that's all I'm promoting. That's all I'm promoting. So I will be posting this guide in the comments and I'll probably also in the description. I want everybody to get back to me if you actually do these practices. Let me know how they make you feel. How does this mindset work for you? Are you in your overthinking, over planning, or are you in your hyper passive uh non-action state? Because either way, you can burn yourself out and not be accomplishing the things that you're here to do on this planet. So let's talk about really growing as people and seeing how we can get into things. I'm getting a question. Okay. Do I play any games? When I do play games, I have an Xbox 360. It's really fucking old. And the only game that I really play is Skyrim. That's my jam. I love Skyrim so fucking down bad. I love that as an RPG. I used to play World of Warcraft a long time ago, but I haven't really played games. I am in the middle of building an empire right now, and that takes a lot of concentration. So games are an interesting blend of masculine and feminine energy because you're technically strategically playing a game, right? And trying to be extra good at it, but in your physical body, you're being passive and feminine. So that's a strange dichotomy, and it's something that you really have to consider when you're thinking about actualizing your energy and optimizing it and being a whole person outside of the gaming world. So I absolutely get that question. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep this pretty short. We're getting towards 10 minutes. So I want to say I love you guys. It's a beautiful Saturday. I hope you cultivate this strength and energy and let me know if you use any of these tactics that I'm going to, this guide, I should say, This 6 simple steps to rebalance your masculine and feminine energy. Dope. Xboxes are pretty good. Like, they stay alive for a really fucking long time. So having two is pretty bomb. All right. I appreciate you. I'm out. I love you guys. Please take care.